Okay, everyone. Are we back? We are in room 44. Hey, okay, great. I gotta just pull up the chat on my computer. What the heck? Alright, so in the meantime, I will just read the dialogue. It says, a courtyard. Oh no, we read this already. So it mentioned the trees were waving in the breeze. It mentioned the door being left open, so it looks like 18 has a rope here. That does not look good. The last time I saw a rope coming out of a door, it was leading to room 24. And it was like a rope coming out and like it was tied to a paper clip or something. And I think we've been to that room actually, wait. You know, we have been to room 18, and it wasn't necessarily bad, but we have been there before. Alrighty. Okay, now I can see your guys' chat. Sorry, thanks for hanging tight. It's okay, Martin, you'll figure it out. So, basically this book is a maze, and each page is a room, and you go from room to room by turning to different page numbers. So for example, if we wanted to go through door 18 here, we would then just turn to page 18, which would then be whatever room is behind that door. So we're trying to find our way through this maze, and we're trying to avoid going to the bad room where we die, basically. It's like room 24. Yeah, and we played through several rooms last time, so you'll see me referencing this because we're trying to find our way back into room 45 and then back out to room 1. You guys think we've been to 44 before? Hey, Endocy, glad to see you again. Yeah, good old room 24, huh? So we have been to 18. We have not been to 21. It looks like it's really our only other option. So let me just describe to you what's going on here. So we're in some kind of maybe statuary outdoors. There's a palm tree here with an alligator chained to the tree, and it looks like the alligator has been going in circles because I can see like circular tracks going around the tree. There's a little bird here standing just near the edge of that circle, kind of pecking at the ground, it looks like. There's 4 doors, but only 2 of them have numbers. They have stone archways. There's statues here standing. This statue has its right arm raised, or the arm that's on the left. Our left is raised almost like it's pointing to 21. And then of course there's this column here with the rope tied to this door, and it seems like our host is trying to tell us to go through this door. Which again, I would say that that means we probably shouldn't go through that door. And we have been there before as well. It wasn't necessarily bad, but maybe it is bad and we just didn't realize it. You think 18 was dangerous? Okay. Yeah, the chain is going to around the crocodile's neck and also has a metal band around the tree. A lot of like themes of tethering here, which might not be good. Tethering, because when you're tethered, you know, kind of like this crocodile, it can't go, it doesn't have much options. It can just move in this way or move in that way or just stop moving. So sometimes the rooms that we're in are trying to tell us that we've already found our way into a bad place and might not be able to get out. You know what I mean? That might be what's going on here. Wait, what room did we just come from? I don't remember. Do you guys remember what room we just came from? I'm trying to keep track here. You think we are a damn pigeon? Wait, dem pigeon? What do you guys... I don't know what that means, dem pigeon. Is this what all the kids are saying these days? I can't keep up with all your lingo. Well, we can't go back, unfortunately. Whatever room we were just in is not an option. That's kind of how some of these maze rooms work, is that, like, once you go through that door, you might not be able to go back the way you came. Okay. Alright, so let's do 21. I feel like there's not really too much of a choice. Alrighty. Another bird that almost looks like a big version of that little one we just saw. Okay. 21. Just clean up my setup here a little bit. Okay, so we are in room 21 and it says a yard containing shrubs trimmed in ornamental shapes. This, I began, is called... We know what the name is, they interrupted. Why don't you just tell us which way to go? I wasn't referring to the plants, I said in a huff. I refused to say anything else, leaving them to find their own way. Alright. Yes, it would be cheating. You can only go to rooms that you can see the numbers. If you just turn to any page you want, then that's cheating. That's like teleporting. We don't have that ability, okay? We haven't unlocked the teleporting achievement yet, okay? Yeah, these are two snakes intertwining, which can symbolize a lot of different things, I think. I'm not too familiar with it. The only times I've ever seen two snakes intertwining is like for the sign of like a hospital or like medicine or something. A tool? Oh, this, we would call this just a wrench. Yeah. We just call that a wrench. Martin? You call this tool an inbus? I can't tell if you speak a different language or if you're just trolling us. The Hermes symbol. Italian Rebel, can you tell me more about the Hermes symbol, what it represents? 31. Jokic votes for 31. Yeah, obviously 24, we're not going to go there. 44 we've been to today. That might give us an opportunity to go back to, like, the good path if we're in a place that's not good. Because, I mean, if we're in a room that leads to 24, I kind of feel like that's not a good place. And this is an opportunity to go back. 31, let's see, I don't believe... Yeah, no, we haven't been to 31, so if you guys are feeling like exploring, we could go there. If you're feeling like you want to maybe backtrack a little bit and try a different door. So this is called, is it called Inbus in Dutch? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. "44 only leaves 18 on this." Yeah, I guess you're right. We couldn't really do much there. Okay, so Italian rebel. So the Hermes is Greek mythology. Wikipedia says Hermes was the emissary and messenger of the gods, was also the divine trickster. Oh. And the god of boundaries and transgression of boundaries, the patron of herdsmen, thieves, graves, and heralds. Oh, okay, so I was pronouncing Inbus close enough. We call the tool a... Bernie, I can't read that. I don't even know how many syllables that word is. You call that in German, it's called a... Wait, let me try. Schrauben... a Schraubenschlüssel? Dude, that's like 21 letters long or something. Schraubenschlüssel? Schlussel? I don't know. In Italian, a wrench is called chiave inglese? Chiave inglese? What's just ridiculous, Martin? Oh, cool. I did pronounce it right in German then. Okay. Well, okay, guys. Are we just gonna brave 31 then, since 44 didn't really give us much options? Oh yeah, the German name. It has more letters than like it. I think it was only like 4 syllables, but it had way more letters than necessary, I think, for that. But hey. English key. Oh, so the Italian word for wrench literally translates into English key. That's interesting. Chiave inglese or something. Yeah, you guys, Germans do love that sh sound. Alright, guys. So, are we decided on 31? Because that's what I'm thinking. Alrighty, let's do it. So is everyone here in like a different country than me? None of my fellow Americans are tuning in on a Saturday afternoon. Oh, I guess it's not noon yet. It's actually late morning still. I guess my fellow Americans have better things to do on a Saturday morning, like have brunch or something. the Jokage. So you're in the USA. Okay, cool. What part? I'm in California. Alrighty, so we just took room 31. Alright. So there definitely seems to be a theme to these rooms we've been in. They've all been outdoors, like outdoor gardens. And there's room 44 again. It keeps telling us go to 44. Okay, so the dialogue says a melancholy little courtyard surrounded by a brick wall too high to see over. A dead tree lifted its bone-white branches to a sky filling with gray clouds. Those doors look very strange, they said. You should say they look very strangely, I corrected them. They seem to be watching us. A sudden gust of wind made the branches clatter against each other like old boards. Dead leaves began to gather at our feet. Shivering in the wind, we managed to push open the door, one of the heavy doors, and make our way to... Well, okay, they mention a lot of stuff here. The guide says you should say strangely instead of strange. I'm not sure what the significance of that is. 21, yeah, we were in room 21 already today, and we were in 44 today already as well. 19, we have not been in 19 today nor last time, so that would be a completely new room. So it looks like we're in another kind of courtyard with a brick wall, gloomy sky, this very dead looking tree that parts of this tree like straight up look like skeleton arms. There's a couple rakes here and baskets. One of the baskets is tilted over and is empty. The other one is sitting upright and has leaves. And then it looks like there's some broken branches on the ground here. And some dead leaves as well. And this rake that's on the ground is pointing right to door 19. Too high to see over. Yeah, we can't see over the wall. The tree does look very skeleton-like for sure. I think that's intentional. Yeah, I think that's definitely trying to send a message. You've been playing too much Dark Souls. 19? Okay. Oh, hello, Sir Raven, a new person. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I say 19 as well, and so does Bernie, and so does Rebel. Jokage wants to go back to 44. Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily a bad choice. 19. Everyone else is saying 19. Yeah, sorry, Jokage. Let's see. 19 is a completely different room we've not been to, so it should be interesting. Regardless, right? Okay. I don't think this is good though, because, well, 31, we have door 31 that leads right back to where we just were. And we have door 11, which I have marked on my little note from last time as being literally right before 24. See? 11 led right 24. 11 was that giant rat cage with the button. Alright, so let's just read what the dialogue says. It's looking like 44 might be the way we have to go. I think Jokage was right. Alright, so it says a shaded portico, a late afternoon sun warmed the rough blocks of stone. Get out of the way, someone called. We moved into the yard, squinting at the strong light. One of them sat on a marble bench after I politely pushed some flowers aside. Did you pick these for me? She asked, looking me in the eye. I had to tell her the truth. In another part of the grounds, someone was singing, but they couldn't make out the words. We couldn't make out the words. Like children, they soon became restless and impatient to see something new, so we went on to... Well, we're not going to see anything new for sure because we've been to both of these rooms already. Wait, he's painting us? Oh, you're right. There's a little man over here with a pointy hat, and I think he has a beard, and he's looking at us from behind this canvas, and he's painting us. Or maybe we walked into his view, and he's patiently waiting for us to move. There's a giant statue back here with another pointy hat. It looks like a giant standing kind of muscular man with a staff with like a sun emblem on the top. Lots of pointy stuff here. There's pointy bushes between each doorway in front of the columns. Lots of angles too. The light's coming in at different angles. This guy's brush is kind of pointing in the same direction as this staff. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, I think we're probably gonna have to go back to 31. It's not really too exciting of a choice, but... Yeah, let's go back to where we just were. So the skeleton tree room. Okay, let's go back to 31. We already did 21, so yes, it looks like 44. Oh, hey Edward, good to see you. You wanted to try climbing the columns or climbing the statue? Maybe we can find our way out that way. You're definitely thinking outside the boundaries here. Alright guys, so I would presume we want to go back to 44. I know Jokic wants to go 44. I'm definitely leaning that way as well. Climb the tree. I know, right? Because like they said the walls were too high to see over. But if we tried to climb the tree, we might actually be able to see over. Oh, it's too bad there's not more interactivity. But I guess that the way it's designed, we should technically be able to figure things out without, you know, traversing vertically on things. Start digging. Yeah. I mean, okay guys, what do I say? Like, if we climb the tree, let's climb the tree. But we can't, like, I would have to just, like, make up stuff. Because, like, it's just a drawing on a page. No, we can't go into unnumbered doors, unfortunately. I mean, it's... Like, I know in real life you could just walk through the door. But the way that this is designed is that if there's no number, then, like, I wouldn't know what page to turn to, so I wouldn't know what room that would lead to. So it becomes, the physics of the game kind of work differently than what we know in, as reality, the physics of reality. Okay, everyone, I'm gonna go to 44. I'm moving on from the tree, because it would be fun to climb the tree, but it's just not possible in this game, unfortunately. gonna go back to 44. Okay. Here we are back in the alligator room. Alright. Honestly, we've been to room 18 before. I'm not entirely convinced that that's a bad room because look. This is what we did last time. And 18 was here. I don't know, maybe 18 wasn't good, I don't know. It seems like... Well, if we go the way that we went last time, 18, we follow these sequence, we can end up in room 10. Which 10 was one of the earlier rooms we did, and I think we were on a good track there. So there, we can find our way back to room 10 through 18. And maybe find, you know, the way we're supposed to be going. The trip needs to last a bit longer. Yeah, there's definitely loops, I think, but I don't think it's the trap. I don't think that this room, and I don't think room 18 is part of the trap, but there are definitely loops that you get caught in that can make it seem like you can't get out, but I think there are, like, ways out. You just have to look for them. Live stream D&D. Rebel, I actually do play D&D. I've never DM'd though. I don't know if I'd be up to that. That would be an interesting thing to do. I know that I know people who have done D&D sessions like through Skype, you know, or like Google Hangouts or something. If they, you know, aren't physically in the same place as their group. Yeah, but I don't know, that might be quite a task to do if everyone was in like a live chat or something. I don't know. It could work, I guess. Okay, so Sir Raven is voting for going back to room 18 in order to make our way to 10, which we can just follow the numbers that we have written down from last time. Thank you. Cool him. Yeah, you can say epi or stemmy. Actually, a lot of times characters I make for like video games I play, like I'll just call them stemmy. Okay, alright, so let's go to room 18. And I'm gonna follow this sequence here just so you guys can understand what we're doing. Okay. 18. Oh, yeah, I did not like this room for sure. But if we take 18 to 13, I'm just tracing our steps from last time here. 13. There we go. Yes, this one. And then we took room 25 from here. '27 leads us into a loop where we had to come back to room 13, so that was out. 18 is obviously where we came from, so 25 still makes sense. That still makes sense. Oh yeah, this one was pretty disturbing. From 25, we went through room 34. Okay, let me just write this down. 18, 13, 25. Lighting is something? Martin, you think the lighting is trying to tell us something? You're saying, okay, Bernie says 18 and 27 are also part of a loop. Yes. Yes, it is. It's like 18, 13, 27 kind of loop together, I think. Oh, the sundial and 13, yeah. Yeah, we spent some time looking at that one last time. Yeah, that's why I kind of just flew through it, because we spent time there last time trying to figure everything out. 25 seemed to be the right way. We could try 35. I was just looking here. We haven't, oh no wait, we have been to room 35. We have, and I don't think it's necessarily bad, but we have been there. 34 will lead us to room 10. So yeah, 35 is an option, 34 is an option. 13, actually, we have been to room 13, and that one leads to here, and also leads to 27, 13, so room 13 is a part of a loop, that I think it's not going to be helpful. Okay, hold on, you guys are commenting a little too fast. Let me just catch up here. Shadows in 18, sundial in 13. Yeah, I don't know what number was on this one that our guide apparently tore down. 34. Yeah, so we know 34 is the room we want to take to go back to room 10, which I think was a good place to be. We could take 35, which we've also been to that room already, and I don't remember what options we had there. Yeah, we were just in room 13. Okay, so Rebels says maybe 34, Martin says 35, Edward says 35. Okay, Rebels is settling on 34. So we've got 2 for 35 and 1 for 34 so far. Oh, we've got 3 for 35. I think you might be outnumbered here, Italian Rebel. Martin is torn. Okay, let's go to 35 then, see where that takes us. Alrighty. Oh yeah, this one was not so good. Not such a good room. From here it is possible to find our way back to room 10. It's just gonna be a bit of a, yeah, a bit of a journey, but it does ultimately, there is a path we can find back to the other option. So we went with 35. Yeah, I think you were right, Rebel. Yeah, one choice only. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go to 33. And you can see here, this is like what we did last time. So we went to 35. And then we took this path to room 10. Which I'm still pulling for 10, you know. I'm still pulling for 10. Okay, we're going to 33. Here we go. Ah, yes, interesting. So there is another pathway here we might be able to take. A couple different ones. Wait. How did we do that? That doesn't make sense. It looks like I might have missed what room we took here. Oh, no. Okay, I remember now. So it looks like last time we were in this room, we went to room 3, which led to 18, which took us back to 3, and it kind of danced around a little bit. Room 7 we have not been to. And 35 is just back to where we came from. I remember we were a little hesitant to go into room 7 because it had a picture of a dagger and a picture of a crown, which makes me wonder if that room we were just in, that had the faces going across the top, it had the number ripped off and it was on the floor. There was a picture of a crown there. Maybe that was supposed to be room 7. Crown 7. I don't know. Okay, Martin, we'll see you over on your PC in a little bit then. Jokic votes for 7. Edward votes for 7. I vote for 7. Rebel says 7. Okay, let's go 7. This will be a new exciting area here. Alright. 7. Alright, lots of pictures, lots of paintings on the wall here. This is a bizarre room indeed. Alright, so it says, a pleasant room with 3 doors and a lamp. Looking at the picture on the wall, they decided it wasn't a very good likeness. One of them almost fell over, tripped over something on the floor. Why don't they pick up after themselves, he said, sounding like an old man. Weren't you ever irresponsible, I asked, thinking of my childhood and how wild I had been. Music was being played somewhere nearby. We stopped to listen for a moment. Leaving the pictures, looking out an empty room, we went on to... Alright, it looks like... with a lamp? Looking at the picture on the wall, they decided it wasn't a very good likeness. I think he's referring to this one with the horns. That's the only picture that really stands out. It's a mirror, actually. So I think our host might have been standing in front of the mirror with the horns. I think that means something. Alright, so our options are 33, 36, and 16. We haven't been to 36 or 16. Yeah, I think you're right about that. Yeah, I think you're right. We have been to 33, which kind of just makes us part of that same loop we were just in. So, I mean, I don't think that's really going to get us anywhere. So, alright, there's a lot going on in this picture here. First of all, there's lots of portraits on the wall. a lot of them seem to be realistic looking portraits of people. Most of them seem to be busts. A couple of them are showing like a full standing person. There's one picture over here that has like an abstract kind of quality to it, whereas the rest look more realistic. There seems to be like a furry kind of rug or fabric coming out of room 16. There's a drawing on the wall that's loose. It's not framed. All the other pictures are framed. This one's just loosely tacked on the wall of a landscape. It looks like sort of a rolling hills and grasslands with like a cloudy sky, or like a semi-cloudy sky. There's a lamp plugged in the corner here. Obviously there's this weird duck toy with this pull string on it and some little tail streamers. Room 36 has some kind of paper tacked to it, and it's slightly ajar, but the paper doesn't seem to have anything on it. Maybe just like a square is drawn on it. I can't really tell. Room 33 stands open. Room 16 stands open. What do you say 16 again? I don't think we've been in 16, have we? Kind of want to look. No, we haven't been in 16. Italian Rebel says 36. I think Edward's voting for 16. Yeah, this weird kind of furry thing. Jokic says 16. 36. Well, we have a split vote, it looks like. I think we have 2 for 16 and 2 for 36. Oh, good. I'm glad you're back, Martin. Yeah, the animal down here, it looks like a duck. I mean, it's got like a duck head. And the body's kind of, I don't know, it's got like wheels and it's got some kind of like feather looking things on its head. You see 13 portraits? Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I guess this one would be 13. Yeah, I think there's a person in that one. It's hard to tell, but yeah. There's 13 frames, 13 framed pictures on the wall. One that's a mirror, and then one mirror with horns, and then one just loosely tacked on drawing. I'm honestly... Oh, you see 14? Okay, Edward, you wish you were 16 again? I mean, I don't know. How old are you now? Okay, well, we have a split vote, and honestly, I'm leaning towards 16, so I might have to be the tiebreaker. Yeah, I think there's... yeah, I don't know. 16 just seems like maybe the way we need to go. I like soft furry things and like toys. And I think because this picture is like it's a nice open space. It feels like freedom, you know? As opposed to being trapped in a maze. Alright, we'll go to 16. We'll have to remember 36 as maybe the way we were supposed to go if this does not end well. 23. Oh, you're still so young. 23 is a fun age to be, I think. Well, here's room 36, so we still have that as an option. I think possibly might be something. Our only other option is 7, which we've been to. Wait, was 7? Were we just in 7? Yeah, we were just in 7. So this one goes back to the room we were just in. Interestingly enough, there's a crown here, which I think the crown is associated with our guide as well. There's a man in a top hat. Unfortunately, this does not have a number, because that would be a curious way to go. Down here through the trapdoor. Alright, so there are several things in this picture that are pointing to room 36. This machine has an arm here pointing. This Joker head on a stick, his eye is looking down to the side at this doorway. Also, this bearded man with a club in this drawing over here, his gaze is pointing directly at this room as well. You don't think 36 looks very safe, huh? Oh, Rebel, you'll be 20 in 2 days? Oh, you guys are such young people. So Bernie says follow the crown back into 7. I'd say 37. There's no 37. 36. Martin says 7. Well, the thing about going to 7 is that the only other option it gives us in that room is 36. Or 33. If you guys want to go back to 33, that could still be a way to get back to room 10, like I keep thinking we should do. So we can go to 36, which is an entirely new room, or we can go back to 7 and maybe go back to 33. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Wait, let me double check. Yeah. Attack the guy and take his hat. Bernie, you think we've been to 36 before? I mean, I may have missed it, but I don't have it written down. I don't think we've been there. We've been to 35. Okay, so Martin says 7, Edward says 36. Bernie says 7. Italian Rebel says 36. Alright, we got a split vote again. I know 7 is probably the safer bet. Because even though everything's pointing to this room, that Joker is just very disturbing. And then this is like a saw, right? Like, saws are generally not good signs. Pointing to that room. This guy's got a club. I mean, 36 would be new territory, though. Alright, if I have to make this split decision and I lead us on a bad path, I'm gonna feel bad. Okay. I'm gonna go with 36, you guys. We're gonna, explore a new room and take a chance. See what happens. Okay. Well, thankfully there's still room 7, so I think that that's probably the way we're gonna have to end up going anyway. Because 16 takes us back to where we just were, and room 7 was the only other option. So I think we pretty much just took like a quick detour just to see a new room for the heck of it. Yeah, I'm glad 7's still an option. That makes me feel safe. Oh, and then just like last time, my camera battery is going to die at some point. And I will switch over to my other device. So when that happens, we'll just do these, what we just did earlier. You just go to my home page and jump on the new live stream. Yeah, so that will probably happen eventually. So I'm going to read the dialogue here really quick before we go through 7. An old and ruinous part of the house. Turning a corner, the music we had been hearing became louder, and at last we saw the musicians themselves. They were so involved they failed to hear us. The music was suited to the scene, a moody, romantic melody. We stopped to listen, and I admit that I too was affected by the sound, as well by the spectacle of the masked players. One of the visitors noticed me listening. Beautiful music, don't you think? It's not bad, I said stiffly. The viol brings the right sense of warmth to the piece, but the guitarist is overplaying his part. Still, he adds a certain plangent brio to an otherwise introspective composition. Unwilling to interrupt the concert, we slipped past the musicians into the door. Blah, blah, blah. 16 was with the musical notes. That's why the musicians probably... maybe. Maybe. Yay. Stream change, same procedure. Yeah, you guys know. Well, maybe Martin doesn't. Oh no, wait, maybe Martin does. Anyway, yeah, so you guys ready to go back to room 7 then? Because if we go through 16, it'll just take us back to 7 anyway. So 7 would just be the shorter route back to 33, which will eventually take us to some other room maybe. I think 33 was on a not bad path. All right. So back to 7. Unless someone's gonna scream out and stop me. Okay. 7. So there's 16 again. And 36, which are both a part of a sort of loop. I think 7, 36, and 16 are just like a loop. It's not going to hurt us, but it's not going to get us anywhere either. 13 will definitely take us back to some more options that will eventually could lead us back to room 10, which I keep saying, and I'm like repeating myself, but we are getting sidetracked. 36. Why do you want to go back to 36? That's the room we were just in. I'm pretty sure. Wait, let me just double check, make sure I'm not getting confused here. Yeah. 36 was where the musicians were playing with the sad clown face and the happy clown face. So yeah, 33. I'm gonna go with 33. I'm overruling everyone's votes now on this one. Alright, 33. Yeah, okay. So, we were just here. We've already been to 35 today. We've already been to 7 today. Last time we played, we went through room 3. And that eventually led us through a series of rooms that seemed to be a part of what I think might be that 16 room loop that we're looking for. That leads us to the center, 45, and then back out. I think. Yeah. But, maybe someone else has different ideas. Okay, Jokic votes for 3. Bernie says 3. Martin says let's go low. I guess that means 3. Edward votes for getting us killed. I mean, I guess that is always an option. I certainly wouldn't want to rule that out. Dying would be technically a way out, if we're gonna be morbid. Okay, 3. Back to 3. I guess Edward votes for a group suicide or something. We all just drink the Kool-Aid and set our souls free from this horrible maze. You think 3 will be the end of us, huh? Well, I don't know, because... So here's what happened last time we were in 3. If you guys can see this. So from 3 here, we've already been to 13, 27, 25, 34, and 10. We're all like not bad rooms, but we can get to room 10, which was also one of the initial rooms we were in the very beginning last time, which I had a good feeling about, like the rooms that we were at in the beginning. I don't remember specifically what room 10 was, but I feel like if we were in 10 and we went through all of this and ended up back into 10, that kind of seems like 10 might be, I don't know, along that key path that we're looking for. I don't know, that's my thoughts. Maybe you guys have a different theory. We have not gone into room 9. However, we interpreted the signs for room 9 in multiple rooms as being bad. So like in this one, there's like a stop sign right in front of it. It's the only sign that is written out in letters as opposed to numbers. These ones are numbers. Also in another room, the doorway to room 9 was like a hole dug into the ground that I actually think it was people trying to dig their way out of room 9, not trying to dig their way into room 9. And there was like some Latin phrase on there that seemed kind of foreboding as well. So, I mean, we haven't technically been to room 9, but I think there was signs along the way that we kind of interpreted as being not good signs. Yeah, that's what we were saying about it being written out in letters as being maybe not good. Why do you think we're checkmate, Bernie? This banner down here, it says, "What is your sign?" with a question mark. This one reads this way. That says stop. This is room 18 and this is room 33. Well, so here we are in room 3. if we go to 13. Wait, how do we go to 13 from last time? I think I got my numbers mixed up here. But from room 3, we found our way to room 13 somehow. And then 25, 34, 10. Yeah. 18. We've been to 18. We've been to 18 today, and we've been to 18 last time. We've been to 33 today. And we just came from 33, didn't we? Yeah. 33, 3, 18. Maybe I got my numbers mixed up from last time. We did somehow find our way from here back to room 10, though. The moon is always projected this way, Martin? Everything is the other way, but the moon is always projected this way. Did you see some moons in another room that looked like that? This sun looks a lot like the sun that was on the top of that staff in that statue. Not sure what that means. Here's our little top hat guy again. Oh no, there is no room 81.